My name's Jake, and I found a bunch of pornographic magazines inside a dead man's house. Not just any old magazines, Australian softcore pornography from the early 90s. Now, me and my little mate Pete want to invite you to have a look at some pretty rude stuff with us. So hold on to your stiffies, everyone, and welcome to Smutclub 1990.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Smutclub 1990, the only podcast where we peruse softcore Australian pornography from the 90s. My name's Jake Smith. I'm joined in the shed out the back of Mum and Dad's house. They've fucked off for the afternoon. I'm going to get horny with my little mate from a few gates below. It's like Peter James. How are you, buddy?
I'm so good, mate. Big afternoon for me playing Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. How was
with
it?
my friends on the PS1.
Oh, the old PS1.
Feeling good about myself. Got the mask, made myself go real spinny and dizzy and fast. So pretty happy and ready to do cums with my friends. How are you?
Very good, mate. Was it a mod chipped PS1? You want a mod chip?
Oh yeah, I know what that means.
Yeah, go down and rort the dogs at Video Easy. $1 rental Tuesdays. Go home, burn the cunts.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. We used to just take them home and say we lost it, and the cost of the fee when you lost it was cheaper than the games.
Oh, that's the smartest thing in the world.
So suck my dick, Blockbuster.
Suck you, Video Easy, you dog cunt.
But look, Jakey, that giggling is not in your head. You have taken your medication. That is a real-life human being on the other end of the Zoom call. Another friend of mine from another school. He's actually the school captain over at Wagga Wagga Primary. Ladies and gentlemen, Dane Simpson joins us in the shed. How are you, mate? And how hard are you?
Yeah. Wow, getting ready, brah. I love that you've been playing Crash Bandicoot. That takes me back. That is legendary.
Mate,
what
do
an
you
amazing
not
game.
play Crash Bandicoot before you wank?
Well, you know what I love? GoldenEye 64. That is the all-time greatest of them all, surely.
Do you remember thinking about how good the graphics looked then? And I've played it recently. You know, when you'll see it at a bar and it's on the screen, some stupid nerd bar, and they'll have a fucking Nintendo 64, and it looks like proper dog shit. Like, it's the worst thing I've ever seen.
The character's a real blockhead. But at the time, I remember like shooting the guy's hat off, going, "Oh my god, like these graphics are insane."
Do you know what's really changed, like for video games and stuff? Things that used to happen that just completely don't happen anymore, like imaginary walls. You know what I mean? Where it was like secret rooms. Now now it's everything's hyper realistic. It's like, but I want to get infinite health in a secret backdoor room through an imaginary brick wall. Thank you, video games.
Yeah.
I like the idea that when in a video game, when you finish it, they'd be like, "Sweet, you finish it. Do you want to play the level again as Spider-Man?" Even though Spider-Man had nothing to do with it. It'd be like, you get to the end of Tony Hawk's, it's like, "Do you want to play it in clown makeup?" You're like, "Why?" But like, it's the same game. Yeah, but you could be a clown.
It's you know, like what I really sort of blows my mind is that these nerds and they're playing like Battlefield 5 and they reintroduced like you can actually play as women. Like they introduced different genders so you didn't have to be a man going to war. And all these nerds are losing their minds like, that's not realistic. And I'm like, you know what else isn't realistic? Imaginary walls and fucking infinite health, you idiot.
Mate, I would have thought a bunch of incels would have jumped at the chance to shoot a woman in the head. Come on, boys.
Versa, to play one, like to pretend to be one for a while, like, you know, surely they genuinely are having a wank when they play the game. So
Man, all of these fucking nerds being like a woman in the war, that's not realistic. And then he proceeds to pull a bazooka out of his pocket. Switching 9 different weapons on their backpack, like
fucking grim.
Blows my mind. I think it's so clear that that's not what their problem is. It's that they've never been shown love by the opposite attraction to them before. And they're angry about it. But
sad little men. Now, speaking of sad little men, this
Once
magazine...
again, Dane, my name's Pete, this is Jack.
And we're sad little men. Write that down, that's our new duo. Okay.
That is actually good. This is a question we've started asking all of the guests that come on. Do you remember your first experience with pornography, whether it be print or digital, or what was it?
So it was print. I remember going on a motorbike ride with my cousin, and we were like cruising along in Walgett along the levee bank, And do you remember this? I'm a lot older than you, Pete, but I think, I don't know how old you are, Jake. You could be from 16 right through to 45.
I'm 30. I'm 30. But right now I'm in grade 7. It's a weird thing. Go on. In the context of the podcast. Go on, sir.
And there was like a bush, and there was just random magazines, just ripped and sprawled all over, like pornographic magazines. And why did people used to do that? Like, I feel like that's not an uncommon story to go through a motorbike
No, I don't
ride.
think it's an uncommon story either. Because we are at now, I think 6 episodes in a row.
Last week we've started asking it, bro, and this was something I had no idea that this was going to be a part of this podcast. And like, you can just see that right there when you're like on a motorbike, Pete and I are like, he's going to fucking say
he's
it.
on the levee.
And then you're like, oh, there was this bush. I just looked at Pete and was like, come on, cunt. This is what? There's got to be a conspiracy here. Why was porn
There has to be.
from 1985 through to 1995 exclusively stored in bushes? The fuck is going on here?
Even kids these days, if they want to jerk off for the first time, they have to go to www.bushinthepornbush.com.
Yeah.
Around 2010s, there was a lot of stashing of USBs down by the creek when we moved digital.
It's just unbelievable. I just cannot fathom that this has been such a consistent theme of every young man's life.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
What did you do? So you flicked through it and...
Yeah, we picked up the magazines, flicked through it. It was weird. I hadn't seen it before. It was a bit obviously naughty and stuff. And then we sort of jumped back on the motorbike. It was weird to be on the back of the motorbike with my cousin. And after that, let's wait a second, brah. Let's give it a little.
Just taking the scenery. God, it's nice down here at the Walgett Levee.
All right. I'll walk. It's fine.
This is weird. Is there a cushion we could put at the front? And
Doing the classic
and then we
backpack
just
on the front trick. Everyone's just like in high school, just like, I like wearing it on the front. You fucking idiot. It's cool.
That's how I wear it. And then we went for a ride back, and I told my brothers, and then all of a sudden they wanted to ride on the motorbike. They weren't interested before that story, but then they seemed pretty keen to do. And then it was a thing where you just drive around and we would just find them in bushes. It was crazy. I don't know what that is, and that's not the first time I heard that story as well. So it just seems to be. So it's not just a New South Wales thing. That's a Queenslander thing.
Well,
that's just
I think
Australian
it's
thing.
Earth thing.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know, like, I remember vividly a kid who lived up the road, went to a different school, which I kind of put myself in that mindset when we do this podcast. In grade 8, we went out to, like, the reservoir, which is, like, near the house, and there was, like, a porno in the shrubs there. I was just like, oh, yeah, that just seems like a natural place to stash it. You can go read it. No one's going to interrupt you. You're not going to get caught with it because, like, I guess the worst thing ever was getting caught with a porno when you were 13. You're in big fucking trouble then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, let's go hide it somewhere public. And be like, yeah, mum, dad, we're going down the creek. Have a wank. I mean, you never did a wank in the creek.
I think you just tried to cover up the fact you did a wank in the creek with your friends.
No, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, so, yeah. It's not, just how about this? Oh, look at the time, though. Isn't that? Oh, wow. That's
all right. That brings us to the end of the podcast.
right. And that's the end of my life, actually. So thanks, everyone. It's been so.
It's. I think it's so strange. Why is this universal? I feel like it's not the best place to hide pornographic magazines. Is it the sharing ring? Is you go to that bush, or like does it awaken something in people? Do people only now get off if they're near bush? Are people only into pornography from the 80s because
It's
of
good
like
to get them out of
magazines
the
or
house.
something?
You know, it's good
Yeah.
to reconnect with nature.
Well, it also goes to show how unsociable of a society we've become. You know, like now that we're digital, I never send a link. Oh, look what I just watched. You know, to my mates. I don't go like, oh, look at this. How good was this? Whereas before it was like, look at these choosies.
Yeah, look at this
Guys.
mud. Look at the mud on this Sheila.
And then you'd share it around, and there'd be a community, a sense of togetherness. But now we're all wanking apart, and I want to wank together. 2021.
We're all wanking apart. I want to wank together is my new single coming out, and it really annoys me that you've tried to steal my lyrics.
Sorry about that, mate. We were on a shared Google Doc. You shouldn't be typing it so publicly.
It does sound like something that Rod Stewart would release in 2021.
So now what we've worked out here, Dane, is a lot of this magazine. It's called The Picture magazine. Now, a little bit of a background on it. This costs $2.50, including GST, or $3.40 if you're across the Tasman. And it is published September 28th, 1994. Okay, so
1994.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Right,
Tupac's
so that's
still alive.
Alive and well.
That could be any time between now and 1994, mate.
Yeah. Why? Something happened to Tupac? Does Biggie know? Boys, I gotta go. My favourite rap singer might be in trouble.
You know, the funniest part of that is that you referred to him as a rap singer.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I love saying rap singer because it makes you like. I'm a big fan of hip hop, but I love playing up like dumb white guy. He's my favorite. Tupac Shakur is my favorite rap singer. The raps that he sings are both dope and fly in equal measure. So look, this is. It's not all smut, which is what we've realised once we started this. Even though we're called Smutclub 1990, a good portion, I'm going to say 80% of this magazine, is just tabloid article shit. So they'll hook you in with stuff on the front. Like the front says, bonk these babes. It's got like, seductive looking women. And in the start, they'll kind of get you in. We'll be like, oh, here's my sexual fantasy, blah, blah, blah. But then the rest of it is just nonsense.
It doesn't sound very woke, bruh. What's going on? How come the language that they're using isn't inclusive of everyone?
Mate, I haven't read this one. You're gonna really hear some shit in this, I reckon. So what we're going to do, this one's called Pygmy Surfers. Already, I'm not sure. Is Pygmy no longer used? Is that...
Surely...
I know Surfers is still good. The woke brigade hasn't come for that yet. I'm pretty sure Pygmy we don't say anymore, but that's okay.
What are they talking? What is a pygmy?
Isn't a pygmy a small?
I thought a pygmy. In my head, a pygmy is a little small woodland person.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Pygmy in anthropology is a member of any human group whose adult males grow to less than 59 inches or 150 centimeters in average height. Oh, okay. Pygmy people. So it's an ethnic group whose average height is unusually short. Okay. Right. Oh, yeah, African pygmies. Okay.
So nothing... That seems above board.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I'm sure a lot of the things that are above board on a dictionary definition level aren't often used. Like, I'm sure people have been called pygmy in a nightclub when they've come too close to their girlfriend. It wasn't meant with, like, scientific integrity as the...
Yeah, you fucking pygmy. I wouldn't,
Yeah, I think it's really the stink you put on a word, you know?
But anyways, it says Pygmy Surfers Blitz Oz Beaches. And now, what we've got here, I assume, from what this is it's got a man here, and I should say he looks like to be quite young, and he's got a series of little toy surfboards, and on top of them are different action figures. And then there's some pictures of him putting them in the water. So... just at a glance, it's going to be about some kid who's got an obsession with collectibles.
Yeah, so I would say just based on this picture, being in this magazine is the closest he's ever been to a breast in his whole life.
I think so too.
So I'll start here. It says, story and pictures by John McCann. John McCann! Oh. John Donald Forbes McCann. Sorry, any opportunity. Okay.
All right, get stuck in.
He says here, in the greatest surfing invention since Wendy Botha's tits.
What
All right, there
is
we go.
going on so
there
far?
We go.
Well, who's Wendy Botha? Do you know who Wendy Botha is, Dan?
No, I don't. And I love that we're 5 seconds in and we've already hit like a bingo sheet where this is going to be crook.
Yeah, told you. And it's a loophole that we get to read it out.
Okay. 4-time surfing champion, and photos showing that. Yep,
She has breasts.
She's definitely got breasts. Yep, cool.
Right, that'll be her.
That's what we would say back in my day. Absolutely fucking radical.
Yeah. So it says, in the greatest surfing invention since Wendy Botha's tits, a teenage Aussie genius has developed a range of miniature surfboards that make real surfing look friggin' boring. I don't know.
How do you feel about the use of the word genius there, Dane?
That's what I was wondering. I'm wondering, they're very, very flippant with the word genius there. I'm like, come on. Oh, there's a guy playing in the sand with his toys. Yeah, what a fucking genius.
That cunt's fucking bright. Real bright.
Smartest bloke on the bus, I reckon.
Yeah, although it is a very short bus, I reckon. So it's not hard.
I don't think that he's even... I think by the looks of it, and I'm looking at the pictures, he's surfing these dudes along like some water and going...
You got Steve Jobs unveiling the iPhone. He's like, and see, you put your finger on it and unlocks just by finger... Is that a little fucking Batman on a surfboard?
Why didn't we think of that?
This is great.
All right. It says Michael Malawa. Oh, yeah, go on. Sorry, Dan.
What I want to look up is, okay, I'm looking up 1994 inventions because I want to have a look at what we are comparing. Comparing
Yeah,
this
because
to.
maybe nothing this technically advanced had been invented come 1994. We don't know.
Yeah.
You, let us know, Dane.
We don't know. The World Wide Web. I don't know if you know it.
You know the picture, how you found out this cunt existed? Yeah, that was pretty clever, in my opinion.
Oh, man. Yeah, but you can't take the incident in the surf.
There we go. But
Famous
this guy's a
deaths of
genius.
1994, the porno bush.
Yeah, brilliant. All right, well,
All right,
move
so
on. So this guy's a genius, but whatever. The World Wide Web is also being invented.
Snooze. So Michael Malawa, a 17-year-old Year 12 student from The Pocket in northern New South Wales, hopes his creation, Mick's mini sticks, fuck me, will soon be as common as white pointers on our sun-soaked beaches. It all started...
That's what I call police whenever I walk into a shop. I call them white pointers because that's what they're doing at me when I'm... I think he did it.
Just trying to walk around this sanity, look at the
just trying to
DVDs.
It said it all started 12 months ago when Mike couldn't make it to the beach because it was raining. Let's see what Mick has to say here. Peter, what's this one?
I love that that's his Batman origin story. It was raining.
Yeah.
Pretty sad day.
Parents alive and well. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah, my
fine.
parents didn't have a fucking umbrella.
All right, so it says a quote from Mick here.
Okay. So I don't know why he's not from California.
Sir, dude.
Sir, dude.
He's from northern New South Wales.
Yeah, what's going on, dude? I fucking love New South Wales. I'm fucking from there, dude. So I carved some tiny fingerboards about 8 centimetres long out of plywood and let them float down the creek behind our house.
Mick explained.
They were surfing really well. So I kept changing their shape to find out which design gave the best results.
The gifted young inventor, then decided to go for broke with a bigger board. This one, 30 centimetres long, about the same length as a 12-inch Tockley. Do you know?
You know, I'm going to go out and say it's exactly the same length as a 12-inch.
Have you heard Tockley before? Have you heard that?
No, never heard of a Tockley. Is that a chocolate?
No, it's a dick.
It's
So,
But you would think they're just as delicious, Dave!
got you, fucking dog.
Fucking got him!
Sucked in.
Anyway, that's the end. This has been Insulting TV Comics, the podcast.
Mate, I love that they they have to, like,
But-
they go 30 centimetres long, which is about the same length as a 12-inch dick. You're like, what? Why was that so, like, crowbarred in there?
Yeah, they did, because 12 inches is 30 centimeters. Is that right? I think that is pretty accurate.
Almost
yeah,
exactly,
so
yeah.
they didn't need to. And also, why do people more understand a 12-inch dick than they do 30 centimeters? Like a school ruler would be the go-to
Yeah.
for me. Yeah,
But now I'm just have
that's-
to think about an unrealistic sized penis. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. That's a good point of reference.
Oh, cool. That's how big the surfboards are. Sweet.
It's so weird that that's the only thing as well we refer to as inches still. Like, if someone says to me, like, not that they do, if someone says to me,
Yeah.
I got a fucking 20 centimeter dick, I couldn't picture it. But if you gave me that in inches, I could go, oh yeah, so like 2 to 3 times as big as mine. Like, I could picture that, you know?
Yeah, we still use old money
You know-
for the dick measurement.
That's actually shocking, Pete, because I didn't think you had one at all. So
Surprise, surprise, Dane, I'm a bloke. You have been fooled, and you'll never be able to get the memory of my sweet little body out of your head.
I know Peter James looks like a dickless little bozo, but I have a good authority. He does have a little tockley. Okay.
I'm like a gecko. I got
Little-
scared, it fell off, and it's growing back. It's on its way back. Oh, he's saying things again.
We hear. Let's hear from Mick Michael Malawa again. Here we go.
Apologies. Indonesian cheesewood was just right for the job.
Mike continued.
It's nice and light like balsa and doesn't let the water soak in. I tried about 20 different shapes until I came in with the perfect board. Can I just say, he's tried 20 shapes and the shape in the picture is the shape of a surfboard. Which I would assume has existed for a very, very long time. And he's like, oh, we'll make the little surfboards replica surfboards.
Oh, I've been going out there trying to make him surf on a big square. Oh, here's my surf triangle. Fucking idiot.
I'm gonna try and find this guy on Facebook.
Well, he's from New South Wales. You probably got like 10 mutual friends with this bloke, I'd say.
I probably he might be. I should look for him as a fan because he sounds like somebody who would follow Dane Simpson, comedian.
Oh yeah, geniuses. Yeah.
No, I can't find him. He's
Mate.
he's not.
Michael Malawa. I'm just going to quickly look at. I'm looking on Instagram because I'd love to be able to find this fella. Give me a second here. Why don't you read on there, Peter, while I'm doing this?
I'll read on. I then varnished it to make it totally waterproof. Unfortunately, the board wasn't up to taking Mike's weight, even in a light surf.
So,
What? So he was trying to make this for himself?
That's the
I-
fucking
yeah.
stupidest thing I've ever heard. Then.
Are we talking about roller skate surfboards now? Like like little, or is he making a full size? No, well he's making it's.
So
This is the dumbest thing.
So he's got made one that's 30 centimeters long, about the size of a school ruler, and then it says, unfortunately, the board wasn't up to taking Mike's weight, even in light. Of course it's not, you dumb fuck. It's a toy.
And then it sounds like, as a compromise, as his next thing says, the only writers I could find that was suitable was some Masters of the Universe figurines in my toy box. So this is that's his solution to a problem. That
And you know what? That's pretty genius.
I would have thought a genius would have built the surfboard the right fucking size to start with for a human body. And then he's gone, oh, it's too small. What am I going to do? Well, I'm not going to waste the balsa wood. Sorry, the Indonesian cheese wood. Go get the figurines, and I'll call this a win. Fucking dumb cunt.
Oh my god!
I'm loving it. I'm loving it that he doesn't have a ruler, so he just measures it with dicks.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Dad, come here. I want to see if this one's up to scratch.
We have to make sure they are all the same size. Otherwise, we're never going to get the patent. Dad, come in here, get your dick out.
Measure twice, cut once.
All right. It says, oh, yeah, you voiced this bit
yeah,
here?
he's another quote. Fucking hell, he's got a lot to say for someone that can't talk very well. I found the right centre of balance, then glued them on with araldite. Araldite?
Yeah, Araldite. It says here the small plastic figurines have a number of advantages over regular wax heads.
Can't say that anymore.
Namely, this will be.
PC gone mad.
Namely, they don't crap on for hours about what surfing legends they really are. If only we'd seen them last Friday, man, when it was really pumping 6 feet. If it was an inch, then ZZZ. Oh, so they're hanging shit on surface there.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that's quite funny. Dane, would you like to
actually?
Would you like to read on from after that the ZZZ part where it says the only hassle?
Yep. The only hassle is that the tiny Masters of the Universe figurines are a bit thin on the ground, and Mike has been forced to, is it advertise for second handies? Do you think that okay? So it says second handies.
Yeah.
They're saying he's looking for second hand figurines, but because it's Picture Magazine, they're like, they're doing being a bit dirty, being a bit cheeky. Handies. Did the guy who writes this do that, or did the editor go, there's an opportunity there, mate, and you missed it? Pick up your game. You can put handies. You've said second hand. Like, I need you to switch on. This is Picture Magazine. We've got a business to run. You wake up to yourself.
Mate, you're not hitting your cumpy eyes.
You need to really smut this up, okay? We've said tits once at the start of the article, okay? We've mentioned Tockley. We're going to need to start really ramping up because we're pretty much 2/3 of the way through the article here. If we don't get some real smut, but I reckon there's going to be some real smut coming. Like I haven't read it, but I reckon it's really good. They'll pull it out of nowhere.
I love that KPIs has now turned to CPIs.
Yeah. Continue on there, Zane.
The first time Mike took his wee rider, it's a little bit, to the beach, he was mobbed by waxies and sprogs wanting a closer look. I can't see it because I can read. I just don't. It's the bend in the page.
Oh, yeah, sorry, on the scan. That's all right. Well, Pete will take it from here because it's a quote.
Okay, well, yeah, I've been typing. Dane is a fucking idiot under the table, so I'm glad you said that. Everyone was rapt.
He said.
I realised then that this could be the start of a new surfing craze.
So this modest young industrialist sold more than 50 sets so far and has used the money to buy a bandsaw and a sander to increase production even further.
Oh, God. So far, the youngest person I've sold one to was 5 years old.
He said.
His dad bought it for him to teach his son how to surf. How would this teach you how to surf? So, mate, what you want to do is you want to hold Batman by the arm. Just because then he doesn't get caught in the water, right? So just hold him by the arm and make sure you keep him just floating above the water so you don't damage the board. And, mate, you know how to surf now, dude.
Now get on the big board and picture you being Batman. Off you pop.
Do that. Glue your feet to the surfboard is basically what it's telling you to do.
So what you want to do, son, is you want to get an autistic giant that doesn't know what to do on a rainy day.
Yeah.
And then you want to go to his house and let him glue you to something about dick length.
Also, you're going to need to dress as Skeletor, if that's okay. The traditional surf attire of the skull-faced hood.
Guys, I've got to go because I've got to ring Shark Tank. I've got an amazing idea.
Where we go from here? Oh, yeah. His dad, the oldest bloke.
The oldest bloke who bought one was 65. He took it straight onto the beach and played with it like a kid.
Oh, I reckon. I don't want to see him playing with that like he plays with a kid. Is that what it meant?
I think it might have meant the different thing, but that's so much funnier.
Playing with it like a kid, eh? Fucking hell.
He just told the little surfer man to keep a secret. I don't know. Oh, God. And at 29 minutes.
Oh, my. We got through so much. He said, it was great to see there. So he says, seriously, these Aussie-built toys really work. Cutting through some booming 3-inch slop at Brunswick heads like a midget... There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Like a midget Farrelly without falling off once. Who's that? Who's midget Farrelly?
No, yeah. Surely that's not their actual name. Like
I
that
reckon
sounds
this
like-
is going to
think
be.
so.
I reckon this is going to be a surfer, and they've made a little joke because like that's his nickname, midget Bernard Midget. Yeah, Bernard Midget Farrelly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that's like inappropriate, but at least a somewhat clever joke.
Yeah. And, he was 5'8". Right. Gotcha.
I love the burnouts that you have there in.
Yeah,
Brizzy?
sorry, just got a bit of culture.
What?
That's the mayor.
I love it. Like if anybody listening would be like, "Oh, there's a burnout there in Wagga Wagga." Nope. That was a Brisbane burnout.
That's Palaszczuk on her way to open the borders. Oh, he's coming back.
Oh, there's another one.
It's coming back.
Oh, wait,
Yay.
no, that's construction noise. Good.
Oh yeah, no, everything's perfect. Don't worry about it.
The natural friend of the podcast, construction noise. It says, yes, it was a very emotional sight. Now, it says down here, Mick's mini sticks cost $50 plus $10 to pack and post. Write to Mike Malawa, The Pocket via Brunswick Heads, New South Wales 2483. He's also after any spare Masters of the Universe figurines. That is fantastic. Have we not found this fellow, Mike Malawa? I'm going to give him a quick Google.
I love that he's both trying to sell a product and buy the product in the same sentence. He's like, I want to sell you something I don't have.
Well,
Give it
he
to me, I'll sell
also
it to you.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't sound like he wants to buy them. I think he's looking for anything you're not using. I'll have it.
A little scab.
So a guy super gluing figurines to a surfboard, you think is like the most ingenious, amazing man.
Oh,
ever,
yeah.
and that he's going to be buying his own product. Also, did you read this where it said Australian-made product? Seriously, these Aussie-built toys. It's a bit of a stretch there. Like, when do you like take a Nike, put a thumbtack in it, and go Australian-made?
Yeah. Right, so half of it is the figurine, which is definitely not from here, and he's also just got Indonesian cheesewoods just right for the job. I reckon Indonesian cheesewood isn't native to Australia. It's something in the name that tips me off. I thought, you know what, I don't reckon that's going out the back of fucking, Boom Eye. Jesus Christ. Very good. Well, what's the time? Have we got time for one more, or what should we do here? Peter, what do you think? We'll probably get through this one or not.
This one seems like a little short one. Do you have time to do another quick one there, Danny?
Yeah, if you want.
It's all right?
Let's
Sweet.
bust through it. We'll do it.
All right, so this next one here, and I thought you might like this one because it seems to be about farming, and you come from a regional town, so we've curated this one just for you. All right,
Oh, nice,
there you go.
thank you.
You're very welcome. I've noticed that the first word is a Queensland fruit farmer. Okay, so it's probably more tailored towards us, but
It's actually probably more towards my neck of the woods.
I think it might be.
Oh,
Could be a bit of tablelands up in far north Queensland, fruit picking.
Now it says Fruit Boss tells bludgers to pip off. They love a pun. Pip off. Yeah.
Now, before we get into the words here, Dane, I would just like you to describe the largest picture on this article.
Just from
Okay.
top to bottom.
So, I mean, yeah, just go on. No input from it. You just say what you're saying.
all right. So basically, it's Shane Warne holding some fruit after his advanced hair surgery back in 1995. It's a guy. It's Ned Flanders, realistically, with a yellow curly wig like a clown. He's wearing, I'm going to say it's a yellow dress with yellow pearls, similar to like Marge, but it's all yellow. And he's holding two fruit cups. It's fruit salad in both of them.
Yummy.
and there's like a stitches on his chin. Is it a Band-Aid?
No, I think it's paint.
Is it zinc?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
like
paint.
zinc.
It's zinc. Oh, right. In the shape of like what seems to be an anchor in a way. I don't think he meant that, but it sort of looks like an anchor.
Just below
Shape.
it has here, it's got actually a caption I've just seen. It says, above is Greg, an out-of-work bloke who's prepared to give the weird job a go. I reckon he's made it weird, but I don't reckon that is the actual dress attire for farmers traditionally.
Yeah, I don't.
But let's
I don't
see.
think so either, and I think he's done it on purpose for the photo.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is what I'm wondering. So you've got a middle-aged to older man in, I presume, far north Queensland on a farm wearing a dress. How many backpackers that have come to this farm do you think have left it?
How many backpackers there do you think their last vision was Greg here?
Was fucking Marge Milat.
As he,
Yeah,
why is this
I
fruit
would be
salad so
very-
fizzy?
I'd 100% be surprised if this guy isn't in jail. Like, I think if he is, I'd be like, yep, cool. That's
Yeah.
we knew that.
Yeah.
I've seen
That
the
was a
photo.
given.
That's
So you don't
if
even need
that
the jury.
photo.
Just
That photo's in his cell on his wall, going, "That's my wife back home."
I just had this vision of him creeping behind you in the Zoom call.
fruit salad.
Yeah,
You like a fruit salad? Yummy, hey. So it says here, a Queensland fruit salad flogger. Jesus, that's a good way to say farmer. A fruit salad
go.
flogger reckons he's going bananas because he can't find blokes who are happy to say she's apples to his strange working conditions. Okay.
oh,
I
they've
assume this has to do
squeezed
with-
in way too many fruit puns
Yeah.
there. Like way too many. It's it's quite literally just reading now that it's just fruit.
Yeah.
Like it's. Hello, how you pineapple? Yeah, I'm banana.
Oh, he's absolutely lost his strawberries over these banana pie, pecan, fucking. Oh, grape. Oh, grape. No one works to work at my farm. Oh. Says David K of Biawa on the Sunshine Coast runs a company called Mango's Bananas. I reckon that might have been.
Oh, that's kind of clever.
Mango's Bananas.
Oh, dude, I didn't pick up on it until Pete said something as well. I had no
I
idea.
thought it was the
like,
dumbest thing in the world.
that's
But
amazing.
It should be
Mango's-
called
Yeah.
Man Goes to Prison very soon for killing backpacker.
Says here,
dot strawberry.
runs a company called Mango's Bananas, and he's looking for blokes who are prepared to get off their asses, off the dole, and on the job. But the trouble is, most would-be workers who go past his door just keep on going when they learn about Davo's seriously weird job requirements. Here we go. And that's because blokes who sign up on David's payroll must, and here are the conditions. Peter, what are these conditions?
Oh,
Next to the soccer balls. Oh, wait, no,
they're
not.
flowers, mate.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was sorry.
Start work sodding early at 3 a.m. chopping fruit into salad. Paint their faces. I reckon the first one wasn't actually the reason, but we'll continue on. Wear big blousy dresses in public and put on girly wigs to attract passers-by.
Okay. I reckon David K of Biawa, who I'm searching right now. Yeah.
Well, the first result is David K. Chartered Accountants. We know it's not that.
He really has changed, hasn't he? After jail, like it's really
Yeah, he's really
He's
turned
got
his
his
life
own.
around.
Well,
he
look,
got his qualifications
farmer.
on the inside.
Oh.
There's no way. If it's a LinkedIn, it's not him.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
telling
true.
you, it's not him. If it's on the internet, I would say it's not him, Jake. I think you're wasting your time here.
Okay.
We'll continue on. Dave said he's spitting pips because he can't find anyone who's prepared to do any of these things. Dane, would you like to voice, what is it, Greg?
No,
David.
Okay.
sound
I've
of that.
had 5.
Sorry, go on.
Just after the spinning
I've
pit,
had-
after the little list there,
he's
Dave
got
says
it.
spinning pit.
There
Yep,
it
here
is.
we go.
I've had 5 people not turn up for work this week.
He fumed.
I'm going broke. I might end up on the dole myself. I've discovered, though, that people who are on job start schemes might take the job they've been given, or else they can be fined 2 weeks dole payment for the first offence and 6 weeks dole payment for the second. So if they don't want to work, let's dob them in.
Whoa, fuck.
Mate, you reading that and me just looking at his face the whole time is the funniest fucking thing
I think-
in the world to me. Oh my god!
Oh no, that's David down there. David's in the second picture.
No, he's not. That's
Yeah.
a completely different.
No,
man.
it says
Isn't that-
left David K.
Oh,
That's him.
fuck! Sorry, we've made a big mistake here. David's not the man in the wig.
That's Greg.
That's
David's
Greg.
the owner.
I
Oh,
fucked
that's-
up.
Yeah, he's that fella.
So Greg's just some poor cunt that doesn't have any money.
Yeah. And David's just there going, right,
Go on, put on the wig.
it's a work for the dole scheme. He's going, he's like, yeah, so these cunts have to work for me. So I'm just going to make them dress up in fucking wigs and shit.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's brilliant. So he's quite literally backed them into a corner, and then has gone, all right, you have to fulfill my sexual fantasy.
Not enough money to buy a formula this week, Greg, hey? Or should I say, Susan?
Here we go. It says,
What
Oh,
does
go on, sorry.
what does that phone call to Centrelink sound like? Like, oi, nah, there's this bloke, Greg's here. Yeah, nah, he won't put on the dress. Nah, he won't put on makeup. He won't go out and pick fruit at 3 a.m. and chop it up. Can he just chop it up the day before? No, you don't know the rules.
Greg, you want
What
to
the
see your
fuck,
kids,
we-
mate? Pearls on, thanks, Greg. Hey?
Court cases coming up, Greg. Huh? Yeah, you're gonna need a job, aren't you? If you want to see your kids. Yeah.
Final notice on Telstra bill, eh? Greg? All right. Got to keep the lights on here. Pretty woman like yourself.
If you want to keep the lights on, you got to keep the G-string on, Greg.
Oh, it says here, there's even more here from David. Just after the dob 'em in, could you read that bit, Dane? What does he say here? This is
Oh, God,
particularly
he's
brutal.
got a fucking lot to say, doesn't he?
Is that him at the top? So, hold on, old son.
Oh, no. Underneath
Surely-
the other one where it
I know.
says, let's dob 'em in, it says, in fact, the government.
Yeah, bottom of the first.
Oh, there we
column.
go. I had it cut off on my iPad. In fact, the government should pay employees like me. I'm going to say it's 100
Yeah, $100.
for every dole bludger that they dob in for knocking back a job.
Oh, so this bloke's just a real cunt.
Not only am I going to dob people in, but I want to be paid for it. What a legend!
What?
I
That
love.
is capitalism. That is brilliant.
Yeah, if he's going to be a dickhead, go full dickhead. Don't pull that up halfway. Like, I want to be an asshole and I want to be paid for it. Fucking oath.
Do you remember back? This seemed to be. I know we're almost at the end here, but the dole bludgers. That was the worst thing. This era, particularly, if you were a dole bludger, that's
Yeah.
shot in the street. Fuck you. Like it was
Yeah.
just yeah.
And
A
then
current affair
2021
made
came
the-
along,
That's
and everyone went, "Fuck, that looks pretty fun, though."
Yeah.
it's actually amazing. Yeah, you know what I see in 2021 as well is businesses still claiming all of those benefits. You know, like still getting all of those government benefits and playing and double dipping. So they're still getting people to do work. And I'm like, you are the same people who go, get off the fucking dole, you bludgers, you're bludgeon off the government. You're bludging off the government as
Yeah.
well. Like what?
It's fucking crazy.
And you know what? Yeah, fuck. Ah, all right. I'm glad I got that off my chest.
He says here, hold on, old son. So this is the picture talking to this man here. It says, surely wanting blokes to wear frocks and face paint and get up before they go to bed is a bit much, hey? And then we've got another quote here. It starts with mate from David.
Mate, mate, other people have to start at 3 a.m. I get up at 2 a.m. If they haven't got the courage to change, then they're all got no hope. And that applies to dressing up in the wild colours.
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, that's it. He says, "Yep. Okay. Fine." So do you wear a dress at work, Dave?
Nope, not at all. not all the time.
He said.
I'm not asking my workers to do anything that I wouldn't do. I work about 80 hours a week. Look at me. I'm no longer broke, and I've got a million reasons to live.
Let's see now. Wearing Sheila's clothes, that's 1. Wearing girly wigs, that's 2. And then that's it. They've literally finished an article on article over.
It's when they say girly wigs, what do they mean? Because this is just a clown wig. It's
You don't
just
think
yellow.
that's a sexy hairdo? You don't think that insane, not blonde, a yellow wig is sexy?
Yeah. I genuinely think he's dressing them up as clowns, and that they're trying to add a little bit of like, ooh, it's women's dresses and it's women's wigs, and I'm looking at it going, I think he's just dressed as a clown. Like, I genuinely think he just looks silly.
Mate, imagine being out in the fucking sun, harvesting, picking fruit, and your boss goes, "Hey, can you put on a dress and a fucking silly wig and pearls?" And you'd be like, "No, cunt, it's 42 fucking degrees in Queensland humidity." And he's like, "Don't bludgeon fucking cunt."
Because, but like, it's not like a dress is, like if he's going to be putting on a dress, I would be choosing something from Supre. Like this looks like it's from a costume box.
Oh yeah.
And the pearls are definitely like just big yellow anal beads going around his neck. Like they're huge. I think he's genuinely just making a fool out of these people because he can, and he's just an asshole of a man. That's what. That's
I'll tell you what.
And you know what? Who do I expect to do an interview? Because if he did run a legit business, this would be on Today Tonight, not in Picture magazine. You know, like he's choose his audience well. So good on him.
And I'll also say everything that's going on in this article, if you take it off a farm and put it in an arts festival, you got yourself 5 stars there. You got yourselves an award-winning piece of artistry.
Okay, well, yeah, you see, Adelaide Fringe 2022 presents Pip Off.
Pip Off, 55-year-old men in frocks trying to feed their family of 5.
It's a comment on socialism.
I'm laughing, but I also think it's a legit amazing idea. Like,
and we can call Greg Big Pharma.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Dane, would you like to come to Adelaide Fringe with us next year? We have an idea.
Shark Tank's going to be on an hour phone call with me this afternoon. I'm just got to go through everything.
Shark Taint. I don't know why that just came to my head. Shark Taint.
You have been absolutely ruined by this magazine. You used to say intelligent things. You used to work for very high
reputable companies.
Yeah, and now you say Shark Taint.
Shark Taint. Shout out to a Dan who I used to work with. Apparently he's a listener, and he said that since I've moved on from my old corporate job, he still keeps tabs by listening to the podcast, and that made me feel sick in the stomach. Like, Jake's on to bigger and better things. He just said Shark Taint 3 times into a microphone.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Last little word here, Pete.
Yeah.
Pete, just say the picture.
In the
says,
little apper down the bottom, it says, the picture says, just to wrap things up, last week we had a couple of jobs up for grabs on the picture, starting at 3 p.m. and working with spunky Sheilas who never wear dresses or anything else for that matter, but these positions have now been filled. Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
There were jobs at the picture and it was the exact opposite to this, and instead of you wearing the dress, it was Sheila's wearing no dresses. You like that because you're dumb fucking readers of this magazine. Ha ha. You got a big stiffy. You got a stiffy. We make a joke. you laugh, you buy next week. We stay in business till about 2018. Oh, we are doing so well for ourselves here at the Picture because chicks have their tits out at our office. Fuck you, you stupid magazine.
Oh, so
You
good.
know what's like? So when people say, "Oh, I've got Picture magazine," oh, that's pretty full on. Oh no, I read it for the articles. I now reading the articles think that they're more of a dumber cunt than I originally did.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather say, yeah, I was looking at the pictures because the articles are fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
they're
looking
so
at
bad.
tits and wanking to the tits. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it.
actually better to say. That is more like, I feel like that's a higher status thing to say.
Yeah,
That's
you're,
the-
you have
you're
more-
one step below on the genius scale to man that builds tiny surfboards. If you read the open the picture for the titties.
He's bright. He's bright.
That's right. So what kind of numbers are we talking? How much have you sold? 50.
Yeah. Oh, and Mike, what's your plans for its expansion? Do you have any action figurines I can have? I've run out. Mike, I'll just get you out and cross your eyes, you fucking idiot. And all right, lovely stuff. Well, Dane,
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga. Dane, thank you so much for joining us in the shed this afternoon, mate. Now, if people don't already follow you, where can they follow you online?
Yeah, follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Dane Simpson. Just Google it and find it, and yeah, come to my shows. I've got a new show. It's called Didgeridoozy. That's
Fuck yeah.
that's going to be at all the festivals and all around Australia. So just find it.
Sicko.
Go to danesimpson.com.au and find out where I'm doing a show next to you and get a ticket because it's great.
Very good. Yeah. He's got a way with words. If you want to see an hour of that. Language is his tool. Music is... yeah, okay. I fucked
Way to
it.
fucking completely kick yourself in the face there,
Oh,
idiot.
Yeah, bruh.
shit.
Yeah.
Language
You
is
just
his
really
tool,
shut
music is his...
Ted-
I didn't mean to.
What a sentence.
Oh, I'm such a fucking...
what an artist.
If you want to
Artist.
see, listeners, if you want to see me struggle on stage,
Yeah.
you can come down to Good Chat Comedy Club in Brisbane every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Peter, where for you now? Where? And Peter, where for you now?
Peter for find.
Yes. How fine Peter now?
Peter in Bris now, but Cairns still exist. So
Okay.
if you live in Cairns or you're in Cairns, Laughing Art Comedy every single Monday night. Would love to see you there. Always a wonderful time. And yeah, what an absolute pleasure it was to have you in the shed with us, Dane.
I can't wait to go and watch Jake's new show, Shark Tank. That'll be really, really cool show to go and watch.
Shark Tank. I give you 50 cents in cheeseburger. Can I have company?
Shark Tank. There's no talking it. It is what it says on the package.
It is. It's.
I will be. You will enter a room. It's going to be a capacitive 1. It's a one-on-one show. I have my legs
Yeah.
cocked behind my head, and I shart onto my taint, and then I go, "No wee funds."
Oh my God. Oh.
You've just had a bunch. You have some Indian food before the show. You walk in, you do a whole bag, and then you just let it play out. It's just,
Everything that has been said in the last 30 seconds has made my soul itchy. I want to scratch who I am as a person because I feel disgusting now.
I reckon I've been doing Shark Tank every Adelaide Fringe. I'm just going to find a venue this time. I did
Catch it in the artist bar every night at about 11.
Yeah, I did Shark Tank at Fumo Blue at 4 a.m. Oh God, fucked up.
Lindsay Webb's like, I'll give you 5% for. I'll give you 500,000 for 5%.
Lovely stuff, Dane. Well, thank you very much, mate. I'm sure we'll catch you soon. Can't wait to see you come up in
Absolutely.
Queensland soon, please, mate. That was not a sentence.
definitely.
Are you coming up to Queensland soon?
Yes, definitely.
Please.
I'm super keen.
We'll do it. Absolutely. Well, the Datsun's coming home in the driveway. Mum and Dad are returning. Let's get out of this shed. Let's get back to work
All right.
on our school report.
All right, hooroo. Thanks, Dane.
Bye now.